So I just got done watching the live action counterpart of Avatar The Last Airbender, and guess what? It's fine. It's not great. It's not horrible. It's just okay. I think the actors are casted well. They're ripped right out of the animated show, but that's not to say they have the best performance. We can all agree the performance and dialogue was really hard to bear with at times, but there's definitely room for growth there. And since we are on the topic of actors, I want to shout out Dallas James, Ian Ousley, and forgive me for this, but Paul's son Hyun Lee. Those are the actors that played Zuko, Sokka, and Uncle Iroh and respectively portrayed them. The series isn't an exact retelling of the animated show, which is good because you're not besting the animated show, and I'm glad the creators realized that and decided to change some things around while also exploring a bit more on things not touched in the animated series. Don't get me wrong, there's some really good change, but there also is some really interestingly bad ones. With all that said, I would give this a 7 out of 10, and I think they should get a chance at another season. I would definitely be interested in seeing the direction they take, especially since seasons 2 and 3 significantly elevate Avatar from good to great. Overall, I give a round of applause to the creators who were brave enough to spin the block after M. Night Shyamalan spit on any hopes of there ever being a successful live action Avatar series. No, but like seriously, hats off to the creators and everybody involved because this wasn't great, but it was faithful. In dealing with a show like Avatar The Last Airbender, there's too many easy mistakes to make if you're not trying to be faithful. With that being said, if you're wondering why this animated kids show is universally praised, you seriously need to click off this video and go watch it, because Avatar without a doubt is one of the best pieces of fictions out there. It premiered for its target audience and grew up with them. Avatar took kids my age seriously, and it spoke to me and also played an integral role in my life growing up in the mid-2000s. I can't stress how great the series is, but that's my problem. I think I'm trying too hard to tell you about how great it is when I should be showing you. One of the biggest saying in film is show, don't tell. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Avatar The Last Airbender. Avatar The Last Airbender is a masterclass in storytelling, and it rivals 90% of shows that are considered legendary in film and digital media. I think what's upsetting is that so many people consider this up there with shows like Game of Thrones, but it continues to be devalued because, well, let's just say it's animated. And we live in a world where animated shows don't really get the recognition they deserve because it's considered silly. The only way anything animated gets valued is through its use of turning that animated product to live action, which is, in my opinion, disrespectful to the art of animation. But Solomatic, Avatar is a kids show. How are we going to consider it up there with shows like Game of Thrones? No, my friend, that's where you're wrong. Avatar is not just considered a kids show. It explored themes that kids my age couldn't even comprehend yet, but adults did. The beautiful thing is Avatar also teaches us lessons we all connected with. Young, old, it didn't matter because Avatar dishes out lessons that mutually we all needed. Aang taught us peace. Katara gave us an example of what forgiveness and closure looks like in a cycle of hatred. Sokka and Uncle Iroh taught us what it meant to be a leader and a man. Toph taught us that it's okay to let the ones you love help you. She also taught many of us that our disability doesn't define who we are. And maybe you don't have a disability. Alright, that's fine, because even without one, we still treat our unfortunate circumstances like disabilities, when in reality, we can use those circumstances as leverage instead of excuses. In Zuko, boy, Zuko, you can just learn a lot from Zuko's character. I mean, he's personally one of my favorite characters in all of fiction. And if you've watched my Across the Spider-Verse video or seen my short on it, I spoke on carving your own destiny and not the one this world places on you. A lot of what I said in that video can be said to explain Zuko's character. And one of, if not the most important lesson that Zuko teaches us is that redemption is possible for anybody. These characters, this writing, this world, the voice actors, power system, animation, music is just so perfect. When I say that there will never be another thing like Avatar again, I mean it. So thank you, Michael Dante DiMartino, Brian, Nickelodeon, and everybody who helped bring this masterpiece to life. And thank you, Netflix, and everybody who helped with keeping the live action faithful to its counterpart. Avatar is one of the best things to come out of my youth, and I couldn't be more glad to have experienced it. Okay guys, you know the deal. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of me. I want us to be active in the comment sections because I know that this show will call for some good conversation. So get to the typing, right? And I'll see you guys in the next video.